Hi, good morning.
Good morning, fresh.
Thank you.
Uy, thank you sa pagpa-unlock. Kabalo ko ba Bisaya ta pareho?
Yes.
It actually really makes me feel good when I know that my guest is also Bisaya.
Yes.
Kaya
Of
murag na
course.
mga
Hello
bang.
sa 13 viewers natin
Hello
dyan.
guys. Tap the screen share the live you guys. Thank you Sis
Yes.
July. Kaya nga no, yung kabali na akong dila magtinagalog.
True. True. It feels good to marag lami kayo sa feeling makabisaya. Especially ako, my partner is Tagalog. So, although makasabot siya ka ng Bisaya, but awkward kay Jude siya paminawon ko magbisaya. So ako na lang mag-adjust.
Just, lahi ra gyud siya. Langgam.
Oo. Oo, dagang kay words. So,
Okay. So magsugod na ta?
go.
Okay. Hala, nandito si Aling Mirna Fans Club. Hello, hello. Thank you for being here. Okay. All right. Okay. Hi, my name is Jenny. This is my voice, Clean Cash Voice. And we have a very special guest today, Nicole Pardo, or I know him as Kuya Joe. Kindly introduce yourself to us.
Yes. Hi guys, my name is Nicole Pardo, or some people would prefer or better know me as Kuya Jo. So aside from being an online streamer, I was also part of Drag Race Philippines Season 2. So yes, I am a drag performer slash drag queen. So ayun, there's actually a lot to discover about me. There's a lot. That's why people are confused whether they're going to call me Kuya Jo or Nicole. Pero ako, I'm cool with, whatever it is you want to call me. Wag lang babe kasi may magagalit.
Oo nga naman. Hello, Flex.
Yes.
Okay. So, I wanna kind of do like a backstory.
Yes.
Bakit nandito si Kuya Jo? Kasi, okay, I see me, Aling Mirna's Fans Club is here. I know sa Baluarte siya ni Aling Mirna. Backstory, alam na din ni Aling Mirna na i-interview kita today. So, ang
Okay.
backstory is, almost 2 years ago, nag-meet kami ni Kuya Jo sa isang show.
Yes.
He was a co-host of that show, and that's when I also met Aling Mirna and Miss Catherine. So then it's been quite a while, and I've been actually thinking of having you here on Clean Cash Voice kasi I wanted you to be part of this. Kung saan man to mapupunta ang Clean Catch Voice, I wanted you to be part of this. So nagpapasalamat talaga ako na pinaunlakan, Char Tagalog. Pinaunlakan mo ako dito.
Of course, it's my honor, my pleasure as well.
Yeah, my honor too. But how has it been since then? Anong mga bago? Are you still, I mean, you did say that you're still doing the whole drag shows, but other than that, what have you been doing lately?
Well, one of the major changes talaga sa akin is, especially for those who have known me for a long time already, is definitely my nose. I did some enhancements on myself. Actually, just one for now, which is my nose, because this is my biggest insecurity talaga before pa. Even prior to Drag Race Philippines, I've always wanted to really enhance, this part of my body. And thanks to Drag Race Philippines, I was able to fulfill that. What else? I think one of the biggest changes also is having a wider reach to people, like having a wider network and influence, especially now that there are a lot of people na who's reaching out na who admires my drag and at the same time who admires me as well. So parang it became like a responsibility na right now of everything that I do. I guess you can say that na parang right now I have to be very careful of what I post or things like that because especially na may mga kids that look up to me, so I have to be really, really careful. But I'm very grateful for that I was given the opportunity by Drag Race Philippines, and it really did change my life like big time. So yeah, grateful ako sa experience na yun.
Nakakatuwa kasi like listening to what you were just saying, murag ka nang it's not just the show for you. It's more like you're very responsible with how you're portraying yourself, either here on social media, and I can only guess even in person. So,
Yeah.
gusto ko siyang balikan. Like, when did you find out? Kasi di ba like, kaya nga di ba like, you're part of the LGBTQ
Yes.
community. So, when did you start? Like, at what age? Ni mo na feel na lahi ka?
Ah, good question. Actually, even nung mga younger years ko, I knew that I was already different. I knew at the time that I already have, like, I already admired the same sex. Parang nagkaka-crush na ako ng mga a little bit older guys sa akin.
Yeah.
And dun, pero wala pa siyang, I think at that time, I was still in denial because nga of, you know, how people treat me. Like, they're always, I wouldn't say bullying, but, you know, right now, parang they would consider it bullying. Pero parang minamock ka or like they make fun of you because, you know, I was different or I acted differently. But I knew already at the time na I was already different. And then came high school, parang it was my parang formative years na din na I also tried like courting girls. I did have feelings for girls at that time. So it was really genuine na nag-court ako ng mga girls. It was when I came to Cebu for college that parang Cebu opened my eyes to a lot of things, and it was here that I was able to build who I am right now. I actually went through a lot of phases. Like, I remember in college, there were, I think, 2 months na nag-attempt ako or I tried cross-dressing. At I felt that it was the time na parang I was trying to see if it was really for me. Pero I realized after nun na it was not me. It was not really me. I think it was just because I was influenced by some of my classmates or batchmates sa college. And then later ko na found out na I actually like cross-dressing, but not every day. And then nung when I was working, I would cross-dress for events for our company. Even before pa, I also did perform. I dance. Actually, I've been dancing my entire life. And lately lang, probably mga early 2020s or like mga 19 or ganon, I was introduced to drag. And parang that, I already have that, parang at that time, that was when I realized na, oh, this is what I was actually building myself into. The cross-dress, I do makeup, I perform, I dance, and all of those things. So parang it's like na-coin lahat ng mga pinaggagawa ko, and that's the reason why I wanted to pursue drag, because I know that it's something that I really 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 love
Doing.
yes.
So, if I heard it correctly, 2020 ka nag-start.
I would like to correct that, because sinabi ko sa Drag Race Philippines that I started 2020, but I actually researched and I found that I actually started officially ng pagdadrag 2021.
Okay, we will
Yeah.
go back to that one because
Okay.
it's actually nakakatuwa kasi yun pa lang when you discovered what you love doing, parang nag-impart kami doon because that's when we got introduced to you.
Yes.
It was like around that time. Well, not exactly, but pretty close because that was like 2021 and then we met December 21, 2022. Naalala
Yes.
ko kasi, you know.
And I remember that time kasi because that was just parang fresh pa ako noon na nag-quit ako ng job ko because I wanted to pursue drag talaga, because I was already eyeing myself to audition for Drag Race Philippines. So parang nire-ready ko na talaga yung portfolio ko, yung self ko for that. So although at the time, if I'm not mistaken, December, if December, I was already preparing for the audition. So nagbi-build na talaga ako ng portfolio nun. But of course, I did not know what my fate was really, if makakapasok ako ng Drag Race, but I just wanted to pursue drag talaga at the time.
In a sense, yung what you were describing kanina, parang siyang perfect example talaga siya na you have to try things so you will know exactly what life is ahead of you. But
Yes.
I want to go back to before tayo proceed doon sa like when we eventually met. Now,
Yeah.
you did say that you went through phases. Parang you're trying to discover kung ano ba talaga ang gusto ko.
Yes.
When it comes to your family, how were they when you were trying those things? Parang phases in life, discovering what you really want to do with your life. What was their reaction?
Well, for my mom has been very supportive sa akin ever since talaga. She would not contradict me, pero may mga times because me and my father did not have that kind of perfect relationship. Even until now, it's not that perfect relationship between me and my father. We're civil, pero hindi siya yung parang very clingy or like very yung the kind of relationship that I have with my mother. Na parang she's a friend. My father's like a father. Yung parang iba yung
I am just your father. I'm not your bestie.
yes. I'm not your friend. I'm your father. Parang ganun. And my mother's completely different because I can talk to her. I can share things. I can share a lot of things with her, unlike with my father. So, I also like that dynamic because I actually nung college ako, when I graduated, that was when I learned, or like I was able to understand where my father was coming from. So I knew that my father came from a very strict family. My lolo was really ano talaga, like super strict talaga siya. And I was able to witness that one for a very short time because my grandfather died when I was at my younger years. So but I did see how strict my grandfather was. So I believe that actually contributed to why my father is the way he is right now. But I realized after nung college ko na he was just like that because he was raised that way, and at the same time he also wanted me to be like what for me to have the kind of education that I was able to grab. So I understood. Pero right now kasi there's still some distance between me and my father. I don't feel like I'm able to share, things to him, unlike the when I talk to my mother, it's completely different. I can tell her a lot of things, like um things that would happen in my life, or like even with my relationship. I can actually talk to my mom about it, but not to my father.
Oh, so parang your dad is more on the conservative side.
Yes, very very conservative, especially that now my father is actually a pastor. After nung Yolanda or Typhoon Haiyan, Haiyan ba tawag nun? Or basta yung Yolanda, after nun, my father did like a complete 360 talaga. So he became a pastor, like, I think, if I'm not mistaken, 2 years after Yolanda happened. He served the church already. So para siyang complete 360, which I was happy because, of course, parang at least my father has something to do na, and but still there's still that parang wall between the two of us that we somehow cannot break. But we're civil naman, which I'm happy. And I'm very thankful that my father was not that abusive na yung parang physical during my younger years. He was not physical. He was, although I did not, I wanted more, like more support from him. But I'm still grateful for everything that he did for me, like sending me to school, providing food and shelter and all of the things that I needed. So yeah.
I mean, it's no secret, diba? Like in the Philippines, we hear stories about fathers who are, I don't know if I can say it here, gakulatahon yun ba? Diba? So,
yeah. Well, yung backstory, I think the relationship that me and my father had, or has rather, was built on what I witnessed when I was younger. So, crazy kasi yung story ng family ko because so dalawa kami ng brothers ko, my kuya and me. I'm the youngest, and my kuya. So my kuya was actually adopted by my aunt. Pero alam niya na yung mother niya. Alam niya yan. But he just stayed in my aunt's house kasi yung aunt ko and my uncle were not able to bear children. So parang it was a kind gesture of my father to let my brother stay with them para may mag-alaga sa brother ko. And at least they would feel like
parang
mother and father.
Nila is parang lalayo pa ba tayo? Bakit pa kayo mag-a-adapt? Meron yung pamangkin.
Yes. And so I was left alone to live with my mother and father. And during that time, I'm not really sure if my brother knew about this, but I would wake up. There were days that I would actually wake up seeing my father beating my mom. As in, literally, I would wake up to the cry of my mom, seeing my father beating her up. So I think that's where my resistance from my dad grew. And because I was able to witness that, that's why there was really parang I've already created that wall between the two of us. And during that time, it was already predicted na ipapalayo talaga ako sa father ko. So it was already the plan na when I would reach college, either sa Cebu ako or somewhere else para lang magkalayo kami ng father ko. Because most of the time, hindi talaga kami nagtutugma. So, although it did not continue, hindi talaga siya nag-continue. Although, pero may mga nag-aaway din sila mama and papa. And I would, of course, seeing that, I would always side with my mother. Ako pa nga yung nagsasabi sa mom ko na, why not, hiwalayan mo na lang siya or whatever. but there was actually a point in my life that naghiwalay talaga sila. So me and my mom, we went to Cagayan. We stayed there for I don't know how long.
Cagayan, hold on. Cagayan de Oro?
I forgot, basta Cagayan siya. I don't really remember because I was so young at the time. Basta we went to Cagayan, and so we were really away from my father. But yes, Siege. But dumating sa point na bumalik din kami together to live with my father. And that was also the time na my mom parang kinuha na niya yung brother ko to live with us para complete na kami sa bahay. So, ayun. But still, me and my father were not that yung relationship namin never improved. So, yun siya.
Sandali. So, okay, hearing what... Hello, Mayor. Thank you for being here. So, hearing what you just said about the whole thing when you witnessed your dad, hurting your mom, would you say that you have like almost like a built-in resentment towards your dad because of what
Yes, definitely. I would say that. Although, kasi even right now, I always have this thinking na, if I would see you hurt my mother again, God forbid, like, I will really fight back. Because this time, I can fight back. At the time, I knew na I could not do anything because I was still young. So, right now, parang that's always a constant thought that if you're going to hurt my mom, I'm really going to fight back. I'm not saying that I'm going to, hurt him or whatever, but I'm going to really fight back na to protect my mom.
Okay, so you mentioned kanina that your dad transitioned to being a preacher, a pastor.
Yes.
So I'm following your story kasi. So you were already saying that there's already a wall, and now we're all learning na meron ka ng resentment kasi na-witness mo na sinasaktan niya ang mother mo. So,
yep.
Hello.
That's okay.
Hello, Miss Jo. Hello. So, ngayon, did you get to that space in time where you kind of like had to sit down and say, hey, you know what? This is what I feel, what I truly feel, what happened, knowing the things that I know now, witnessing the things that I saw. Hindi pa kayo nag-heart-to-heart talk and kind of like move past it? Parang, I forgive you, you forgive me, parang ganun. Meron bang mga ganun?
I don't think we ever had the chance to really talk about like what happened nung time na yun. I think parang binaon na lang namin sa limot. Although we did talk about like stuff about, me and him, because there was also a chance nung high school ko. This was actually my coming out story. So nung high school ako, there was this letter to parents contest. So I joined it for 2 reasons. One is to, kasi ako very competitive person ako. So I wanted to join. And then 2 is I also wanted to, come out to my parents finally. So parang hitting 2 birds with 1 stone lang. So I was able to, I was one of the 2 representatives of our school to join the contest. And then, but sadly, I was not able to win. But at the time, it was my father who was able to find the letter. And then, parang nag-arrange siya ng meeting between me, my mom, and him. And then doon nag-usap kami. And then, and then at the time, I was really scared because I didn't know how he would react. But I was just thankful na he just said na, I really don't really care kung ano ka pa. Basta my only goal is for you to graduate. So dun pa lang parang okay. All right, he's okay. Like, he's okay with me. Although I still did not feel that support. Kasi I think he is this type of person na parang he doesn't show that much emotion. Parang ganun. So, which I truly understand. Kasi again, I understand how he grew up na their family is not really of parang ano siya, parang if you're going to ask me a question, I'm going to answer you directly. Wala nang pasikot-sikot, parang ganun. They're not very emotional people. They're not yung parang sweet. Hindi sila sweet. I got the sweetness from my mother.
So, parang ano siya, like direct to the point, walang affection.
Yes. Ganun siya. Ganun yung father ko.
I hate to ask you this, but I'm gonna go ahead and ask you anyways.
Go.
Are you like considering of having that sit down with your dad?
I would say yes. I'm still hopeful that that day would actually come for me to be able to like really share with him everything that I have inside. But I also feel that it's already not necessary, especially with this age, because because I feel na the more that you age, it's like it's harder for me to talk to that person because mas parang close na eh. They already have like there's this perception na of everything. Parang parang when you get older, parang you tend to like know everything already. Parang ganun. So I already have that that mindset na parang why would I waste my time talking to my father? Although I'm not closing my doors for that opportunity to come.
Yeah. Hello, Anne. Thank you for being here. Okay. So it seems to me that open naman sila sa'yo, and parang the way, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, the way I see it kasi is you're just contented na they know and wala naman silang sinasabi na masama with my transition, so I'm good with that.
Yes, especially that actually right now I feel that my father and my partner has a better relationship than me and my father. So which I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm not like parang hindi na ako nagsiselos or whatever, but I'm just happy that that he's very welcoming sa partner ko. He never, parang hindi talaga siya nag-contradict talaga ever since. So, which I'm really, really happy. So, parang na-compensate yung mga times that me and him would have arguments. So, parang I'm already okay with that.
Okay, but how about your brother? Like, where is he at right now? Is he in the Philippines?
Yeah. So, my kuya is, well, I don't call him kuya because I'm not used to calling him kuya since we did not grow up like in the same household for quite some time. So my brother is in Tacloban where my parents are also. They live in one house and he now has a wife and 2 kids. Yes. So nandun sila sa Tacloban while ako yung technically not mag-isa, but I'm here in Cebu.
Okay. Tacloban? That's in Leyte, right?
Yes, Tacloban is the capital of Leyte.
Oo, kasi si Miss Catering is from Tacloban yata, I think.
Samar, if I'm not mistaken.
Ay, mali pala. Si ano pala yun? Si Maring Camille pala yun. Maring Camille ng Tacloban. Oo. Anyways, let's go to...
Tacloban po siya. Okay, sorry.
Oh, talaga baan? Taga-kuan gyud si Miss Catering, taga Tacloban gyud siya.
Yeah, kasi I know that Miss Catering is Waray. Kaya nakaka-understand ako kay Miss Catering.
Oo, same with Aling Mirna. Waray pod si Aling Mirna.
Okay.
Okay, so let's go to before that, how about your friends? Na feel ba nimo, did you feel the support of the people around you? Apart, because
Yes.
we did talk about your family now. How about your friends, the people around you?
I would say yes. I'm very grateful and very fortunate enough to have very supportive friends talaga. Although personally, if you're really going to ask me deeply, I don't have yung mga close friends ko that I can consider a best friend. I have close friends, but I don't have any best friends na I can just like run to, talk to, vent out or whatever. But I do have close friends that I can still talk to. So, kasi iba-iba yung grupo ko na mga friends eh.
Yeah.
Again, still very, ano pa rin ako, very thankful ako for that. I may not have like a best friend, but I do have supportive close friends.
I don't know why. Parang nakaka-relate ako sa'yo. You are also very guarded. Correct?
Huh?
You are very guarded.
I think guarded in a sense na I've been through a lot in my life, and parang ayoko na siyang I don't want to put burden in other people, and at the same time I also don't want to put burden in myself. Kaya I just want to be, at this time or at this point of my life, I just want to be things to be light. And ayoko nang parang mag-think deeply, or parang I don't want to overthink, and I just want to just be contented. Although I still have that drive, or like parang that fight, but I just want to be contented right now.
Yeah, I totally get it. Kasi like you want life to be like free flowing, and
Yes.
ang hirap kasi nung like you share like a really deep secret with somebody, and siguro in a sense you feel like if I share this really big secret to this person, I'm putting this burden on this person to hold on to that secret.
Yes.
Diba? Parang,
Yes. Pero
ang hirap.
don't get me wrong, I'm actually an open book. Like if ever, people would come talk to me, I would actually tell them everything. Although may mga details lang about my life that I don't really share because I feel that it's really too personal and I'd rather keep it to myself. But 90% of my life is actually parang open to public, parang ganun. So, yeah, I understand why people would say na, you still have that guard, which I think true enough because I also want to protect myself. Parang ganun.
Yeah, totoo. Okay, now let's go to 2021.
Yes.
Kasi we met on December 2022. So before we met, what was the face like? Kasi diba, like you're discovering this new thing. Like, oh my gosh, I actually love doing this.
Yes.
The experience, like ano talaga yung nag-udyok sa'yo na parang nag-open sa mga mata mo na, oh my gosh, this is really cool. Like, I want to do this for good.
Yeah. So, nung start of the pandemic, that was also like months after, that was when Drag Race Philippines Season 1 was rumored to happen here in the Philippines. And then there were a lot of people already. And when the big news arrived na there's going to be Drag Race Philippines na talaga, a lot of people were already telling me, uy, why don't you join Drag Race Philippines ganito. Since you since you're already also doing drag. So parang because I knew that I was still starting at the time, I said to myself na parang hindi pa talaga ako ready for that. I'm going to wait for the second season. And then especially and it also added factor na walang representation from Cebu nung season 1.
Ay, wow!
Wala talagang representation sa season 1 from Cebu. So parang sabi ko, I think there should be a representative from Cebu that should join. And I was not thinking na parang, oy, ako dapat yun. It was not like that. I was really thinking na sana may makapasok na from Cebu also. Kasi we also have drag here in Cebu. So parang it already added to that, parang, people were also pushing me, and I also like drag. Like it was really a passion of mine. So because of that, that's why um, I opted to really push for it, build my portfolio, really start looking for or pushing myself to mga producers for me to get for them to get me into their shows, mga ganyan.
Hello,
I
Jane.
also that was also the time that I watched a lot of videos for like makeup, even sewing. What else? I rewatched all of the videos of Drag Race, RuPaul's Drag Race. So I did a lot of research talaga to really parang help me out if ever, you know,
Who will be representing you?
yes, if ever makapasok man ako ng Drag Race. So, ayun.
Nakapasok ka ba?
Yes, I'm actually part. I'm part of, and it took me a while because at that time I was not telling everyone that I was auditioning for Drag Race Philippines season 2 because bawal. Um, and then even if nung ano na, even right after we ano yun, when we filmed the ano kasi, it took me like a month after our filming for me to go back to like streaming. And when people actually confronted me, sabi nila na, "Oy, wait, nawala ka ng isang month. I know na nakapasok ka ng Drag Race, ganito, ganito." Sabi ko, like, wait, di naman, no, I did not join Drag Race. I just went home to Tacloban. Pero that was just an excuse. Because of course, parang me and my manager already had that plan na parang eto na lang yung ano natin, excuse natin sa mga tao na umuwi ako ng Tacloban kasi nag-away kami ng partner ko and I stayed there for a month. So that was our plan all along para at least may cohesive siya na ano, constant and cohesive na story.
Yeah.
Para hindi ako mabuko. So, ayun. And then people were constantly telling me, no, nakapasok ka ng Drag Race. May mga rumors na nakapasok ka. And it took, because it was how many months before it got aired from the time of filming. So, I had to lie to a lot of people for that duration.
I mean, it's pretty understandable kasi, di ba, like you were asked to keep it
Yes.
confidential.
Yes, we were bounded by NDA. Or rather, I'm still bounded by NDA right now, but that we can already share.
Okay, so you were saying that you weren't exactly, it's almost like you weren't exactly prepared, but then you went for it and you got
Yes.
it. So when you were going through like the research and everything, sino yung inspiration mo talaga? Parang, I'm sure with all the videos that you've watched, meron ka bang biglang naging inspiration like, oh my gosh, like this person is really good at what they're doing? Meron ka bang ganun?
Yes. My favorite talaga, my favorite drag queen is Brooklyn Heights. If I'm not mistaken, Brooklyn was part of RuPaul's Drag Race season 11. Kasama niya si line up sila nila Plastic Tiara. Sila talaga yon. And then what I admired about Brooklyn is because same kami nag-background. He also started as a dancer. Well, sa kanya very professional talaga yung sa kanya because he was really a ballet dancer talaga. Ako, I just had like classes for ballet. But I knew that we have the same background. We also have some sort of same eye aesthetics because pageant girl siya. Ako, I also did pageants before. And then, what's this? Like her drag eye aesthetic is actually the same as mine, which is like yung pretty talaga na drag. So I can really see her as like parang one of the people that I look up to talaga when it comes to drag.
Okay, so when you were doing that research, because like I'm a woman, I mean I don't wear a lot of makeup, but I can already tell you that makeup is really expensive. Now, when you started researching and like you mentioned kanina about the sewing and everything, did it hit you like, oh my gosh, this can actually be really costly?
I knew already that it's really costly because of that research. Na I knew I already had that concept in mind na that this is really going to be expensive. It's really going to take a lot to really produce a lot of things. So very thankful ako because parang nagka-double yung source of income ko. So I had my income from my 9 to 5 job, which is being a call center agent, or rather I was already an officer. So at least medyo malaki-laki na yung sahod ko at the time. And then I was also earning from streaming online. So because of that, because of those two things, I was able to like fund for myself. I was able to buy like the wigs and the costumes. I also was able to buy myself my own sewing machine. So, you know, I really did my best to really get all of the things that I needed for me to get myself to where I am right now.
Yeah. Kasi like with me kasi, I mean, like we all have different stories sa buhay natin with what we want to pursue in life, with what we love to do. Sa akin kasi is, I always ask myself kung sustainable ba siya. But it had to take a lot of passion for you to do what you're doing. Kasi like there's the clothes, you know, like the wigs, the makeup. And here's another question. How long? How long does it take you to, like say for example, nung nag-meet tayo, nila Aling Mirna and Catering, how long did that take you? How many hours?
Well, it gradually parang nag-shorten na siya over time. But at that time, siguro it would take me around 4 hours to prepare for everything. Like to start from point A to point B, it's really going to be 4 hours. Siya. Because I'm the type of person na ayokong magmadali because I want everything to be precise. Kasi may pagka-OC din ako. Although it's not diagnosed, but may pagka-OC ako na person. So I want everything to be perfect. And that's why I would want to take my time so that you know, I can see all of the details.
Yeah, because you want to watch the videos like after you did like a performance or whatever, and you can feel good watching yourself, diba? Parang gratification, like this is my craft.
Yes.
Okay, so about makeup, what inspired you to like, or meron ka bang inspiration like when it comes, I mean you did say kanina about the other person na parang naging inspiration, but when it comes to makeup kasi like educate us kasi di ba ang sa pagiging drag queen, there's the hair, there's the makeup, there's the clothes, everything. Now as per like the makeup situation, meron ka bang tagsa-tagsa na inspiration per thing, like makeup and all that?
So when it comes to makeup, I think I learned to love makeup because as a performer, we had to do our own makeup. Kasi nung nagpa-perform kami nung college ako, I was also one of the people na who would do the makeup of our girls.
Okay.
Yes. So since we do our own makeup, parang I was already able to develop that skill already for makeup, doing makeup talaga, since I'm doing the makeup for our girls. And then there was also one point that I did photography. I was in the fashion industry. I was surrounded by designers, makeup artists, hairstylists, stylists, models.
Yeah.
So because of that world, parang it also helped me understand like beauty and also makeup. So it also parang everything added to that skill, na makeup skill talaga.
Kasi 'di ba like ang hindi mo kasing I look at it para kasi siyang surgeon. Once you talk about like a surgeon, ang hirap kasi magpunta ka sa surgeon. Like you did mention kanina nagpailong ka. Pupunta ka ba sa surgeon na combination siya the surgeon is doing nose and then doing butt lift and everything. With me kasi like if I'm gonna go to an expert supposedly, I want the person to just focus on one thing. That's why napangutanan ako ganina kung naa ba kay kanang person that you really look up to when it comes to makeup, because makeup is so hard. Like
Yeah.
there's the primer, and I mean I don't use primer because for some reason my face breaks out when I use a primer, but I can only imagine the knowledge that you have to acquire over the years just to do makeup alone.
I think what really helped me with that is I'm a very fast learner talaga. So even if like I just watch my friends na mga makeup artists do their makeup sa mga clients nila, I would watch and see all of the details na ginagawa nila. And then when I also watch videos like sa YouTube, ina-apply ko siya right away. Because this is what I learned kasi when I was dancing nung college. I'm very grateful to my to our choreographer who taught me this one. So we all have what we call muscle memory. So if you try to, do it over and over and over again, your muscles will be able to like recognize and memorize the things that you did. So so in the long run, it's going to be easier for you to do kasi na-memorize na niya. So I think it's because of constant practice, constant parang watching videos, watching people do it, and then doing it on myself. I think it just contributed to that skill talaga.
Okay, like it seems to me like you are, I would say, diba, like kasi meron kasi mga tao na like dili nila gusto nga they would lift their own chair, diba? But the way you're describing yourself, it seems like you are very good at what you do. Now,
no, I'm siguro I can say that I'm really passionate. When I like something, I really divulge, or like I really invest time and effort talaga on that thing.
Like you pour your heart out.
Yes. I want na, kasi again, going back to the fact na perfectionist ako, so I would want to really perfect that area. Kaya nga like, I even consider myself like jack of all trades but queen of none. Kasi wala talaga akong napaperfect pa na skill. For me, personally, that's what I think for myself, na wala pa akong napaperfect na skill. But I have a lot of skills na I'm proud of.
I actually love that because you don't ever stop wanting to be open to new things. Kasi, I mean, let's face it, like the world is changing. So there's always new things. And you don't want to just like stop there and say, okay, I'm good at what I'm doing now, so I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
So anyways, so with the time and money that you spent on, can I say it, perfecting your skill? Kasi hindi pa perfect. Okay, you're still open to it. With the time and money that you spent on doing what you're doing, are you actually implementing this, like in a sense na you're making money from what you learn? Like say for example, are you going out there like doing makeup for models, that kind of thing?
Well, I always think of things as business as well. So yes, I do think about ROI as well. So return of investment. So I make sure that all of the things that I have right now, I'm able to use it for something in the future. So let's say when I buy like my sound card right now, or the stuff for live streaming, like the lights and all that, I know that it's really going to help me with my live stream. In turn, parang people would see, oh my God, maganda yung effects niya, ganito, ganito. So, and that's where I also get like, from the gifts of the people, or at the time when when I had like an agency, it also, parang I got profit from it also. So parang meron talagang return of investment.
Sorry,
So,
nice puzzle ni Agi.
that's all right. And then katong sa ano naman sa drag, I know na lahat ng mga ininvest ko sa makeup, wigs, costume, shoes, it actually went back also to me, because it actually brought me to where I wanted, which is Drag Race Philippines. And because of that, somehow umangat na yung rate ko. And then, of course, yes.
Wow.
And then, so really, there's really return of investment in a way for that.
Okay, now what about kasi diba, like you're talking about joining competitions. Whenever you do that, meron ba kayong, what's the difference? Kasi I've never been in a pageant or in any kind of situation like that. But what does it feel like when you join a competition? Like immediately ba meron ng tension na, okay, you're my opponent?
I think yes, of course, because it's really a competition, and you should know your purpose, why you actually joined in the first place. So I remember there was a parang pageant sa workplace namin. It was entitled Flowers of May, or like in layman's term, Flores de Mayo.
Mayo, yes.
Yes. So para siyang parang pageant for the third sex sa office namin. And I remember sa program namin, because they only have like a limited number of people to send out for the competition. So we had our own pageant pa sa program namin, and I competed there. And then I was one of the two that was selected to represent our program for the main pageant talaga. And then I remember when I went in sa office, because I was already fully glammed. I did everything myself. When I went there, a lot of the contestants asked, "Uy, wait, sinong gumawa sa'yo?" Or like, "Who is your team?" Ganito. Sabi ko, like, ako lang. Ako lang. And then silang lahat, they have like full glam team talaga. They have makeup artists, hairstylist, may ano pa sila, mga assistants. So like, I just went there like, ako lang to. Like, you know, I was able to find me, my gown, I bought my shoes, I bought my wig, I did my own makeup. And in turn, yung napanalunan ko, because thankfully, I actually won first runner-up there. So, all of the things that, like, yung cash prize, sa akin papunta lahat.
Yeah, kasi
I did not have to spend. Yes, I did not have to spend for the makeup artist or like for the hairstylist, diba? So, in a way, I also thought of it like, what am I going to get out of this? Aside from the bragging rights, of course.
Yeah.
Aside from the bragging rights, what am I going to get out of this? So I think I always, that's always a constant ano din sa akin na, what am I going to get out of this? Ganun.
Okay, so diba, like meron different competitions. I mean,
Yes.
even nga dito sa social media, for some reason, people feel like they have to compete with other content creators. But let's focus on the competitions that you have joined. What do you think is what you learned, like when it comes to competition na ma-apply mo in life? Like with all the competitions that you have joined, ano yung natutunan mo na na-apply mo sa buhay mo ngayon?
I think it's about, being confident about yourself and not doubting yourself. Like if it's something that you really are passionate about, then go for it. Like, and don't leave anything behind. Like, ibuhos mo na lahat. Kasi if you're just going to go there like half baked, parang, it's not going to be worth it in the end. So if you're going to go full in, then if ever you're going to win, it's really going to be satisfying on your end. Unlike if you're going to go there half baked and then, or let's say, when you would win, parang at the back of your head there will still be questions. Parang I could have done something better here. I could have done something better here. But if you went full in and then hindi ka nanalo, you can actually go back and think, okay, where can I improve on?
Oh.
Kasi binigay mo na lahat eh. So, what are the misses? What are the things that you can improve on? What are, the things, what are your areas of opportunities? Kasi binigay mo na lahat. At least that way, hindi ka naman like, wait, did I really do everything here on this area? Kasi kung 50-50, you're still going to doubt like, is there something that I need to add on to this one? Yeah. Unlike if you give it your all, you would actually go back, okay, wait, did I do something or did I do good in this area? Like let's say for makeup, may kulang ba sa makeup ko? Kasi binigay ko na lahat eh. So may kulang ba? And then you also get feedback from other people. May kulang ba sa sa ganitong area or whatever. So I think it's because of that, and at the same time, me being open to feedback from other people really helped me a lot.
Yeah, you're open to constructive criticism. Now, merong comment dito si Onesla. Gusto ko ikaw mabasa.
Yeah, sabi ni Onesla too. Okay. Eto si Nicole, tama ba? Nicole, your past story speaks to who you are today. Resilient, hardworking, meticulous, and brilliant. I'm a fan of. Oh, thank you so much. Yes, I think always ko itong sinasabi na this is a product of all of the experiences that I've been through that I've been through in my life. And I'm grateful and never had a doubt, like nag-regret ako na why did that happen in my life. I knew that, I'm a firm believer of things do happen for a reason.
Yeah. Mm-mm. Okay, so with all the shows and the competitions that you have participated on, what do you think is your proudest moment?
Definitely.
It seems to me that you are almost like perfectionist ka talaga, and it's okay. Because you want to grow as a person with everything that you're doing, so that's actually okay. But it seems like kung ano man yung darating pa na opportunities, you're always gonna grab onto it and then do the best that you can do to like really give your all. Now, diba, like I'm sure meron kang binabalikan na videos na, oh my gosh, like even if I didn't win dito, like this is something that I can really say na binuhos ko talaga lahat. And I'm really proud. Meron kang ganun?
Yes, definitely it's going to be Drag Race Philippines Season 2. I really went full in there. I think nagkulang lang ako sa budget area. Because very confident ako going in, pero at the same time may mga hindrances when I was already there, because number one, major factor talaga sa akin yung naging I was so silent na to the point na mas lesser yung airtime ko sa Drag Race Philippines. I think it was because of I didn't know the queens. Parang the only person I knew at the time was actually Matilda. one of the contestants as well. So we were already working together way back pa in dun sa K app or like the Tertiary app. So siya lang kilala ko, pero for the rest of the cast hindi ko kilala. So I didn't know how to banter with them, or parang ayoko naman na maging super confident ako. And I would parang, you know, and they would feel na
overstep.
Yes, and I don't want to for them to feel na parang, oh my God, who is she? And then she's acting very confident, parang, you know, parang, and we don't know her. So I didn't want that. And at the same time, parang I was already thinking of, wait, kung gagawin ko to, ano kayang reaction ng mga tao sa action na to? So I think because of that, it really stopped me to do a lot of things.
Yeah.
Diba?
Parang it's almost like you were doing like the overthinking process, but then when you did that, parang you were like thinking of like what other people would react, kasi it's not like super close kayo, but then you regretted that you didn't do what you were supposed to be doing, like grabbing just having that opportunity that you were given. You could have represented yourself better.
Yes, and I think that's where I actually missed, because I was so consumed by the fact that I was representing Cebu, when in fact I should have been thinking I am representing myself first.
Yeah.
Instead of like me thinking, oh, I'm representing Cebu. And I think that really consumed me to the point that dun na pumasok na yung mga overthinking ko talaga. So, and I did have fun. I would not deny it that I was having fun, pero hindi yung type of fun na yung parang all out fun, because yun nga, because I was really thinking of, you know, what people would say, ganito, and grabe yung pressure, because I'm the very first representative of Cebu.
Yeah.
Diba? So the pressure was already there, or probably it was just me thinking that, you know, people have high expectations. So because of that thinking, parang there were a lot of opportunities that were really missed.
Okay, let's go back to that space and time. What would you have done different?
Siguro, I would be more relaxed and not be consumed with that thought na, oh my God, I'm representing Cebu. I just want to have fun. Parang ganun. Because alam ko naman at the time na the things that I brought to Drag Race Philippines were the only things that I can come up with for that duration of time. Kasi lahat kami ng mga queens, we were just given a short amount of time to prepare a lot of things talaga. So, and very thankful ako sa lahat ng mga tao na tumulong sa akin talaga, especially my manager, si Jace, Mama Jace, sa mga sisters ko, sa mga daughters ko na tumulong talaga sa akin. But I think because of bounded kami ng NDA, I cannot reach out to a lot of people. Yeah. Diba? And feeling ko kasi na parang people would have this mindset na parang, wait, who are you? I don't even know you. I don't even know that you're doing drag. And then now you would ask for help for something like this. And I cannot say na, oy, magjo-join ako ng Drag Race Philippines. I need your help. I can't say that because that's going to break the NDA, right? Or violate the NDA. So, so limited talaga yung information that we can give to people. So dun kami nahirapan talaga sa budget. And you would actually see it on the clothes itself. But ako confident naman talaga ako sa self ko. It's just that na-overpower lang talaga siguro ako nung you know, yung thoughts.
Okay, sandali. So is that situation still the same nowadays when it comes to like keeping things confidential?
In
or
some
mas open na ngayon?
Mas open na siya ngayon because it was already aired. So, mas open na. I can tell people, oh, okay, a part na ako ng Drag Race Philippines. Parang ganun. So, although there are some aspects during, the filming and whatnot, na hindi pwede naming i-divulge.
Okay, in a sense, parang you are educating us when it comes to like different aspects when it comes to drag queen. So ngayon, like me myself, I'm getting educated and I'm like thinking, okay, so if that was like part of the hindrance of the situation where you felt like you missed an opportunity. Now, if I'm gonna give you the mic and say, Kuya Joe, what would you do different to make things a lot more efficient and easy for the people involving this kind of activity? Ano yung babaguhin mo?
For other people or for me?
Like for you and pretty much like everyone who's participating the drag queen organization or like activities.
Well, honestly, I don't want to change anything because, again, going back to what I said earlier, everything happens for a reason. So I'm not going to change anything. But if ever there's something that I can siguro wish that we're different is the budget area. That the budget lang talaga. Because I know I would be more confident if I had enough budget, because of course with money kasi you would be able to come up with really better clothes, better costumes. So limited talaga siya. But again, hindi naman ako nanghihinayang sa opportunity because it actually did help me a lot.
Yeah. Okay, there are different forms ng advokasya sa buhay, di ba? Like, it seems to me, without even asking you, in a sense, yung advokasya mo, based on what you're doing is, you're very, like, it's almost like you learn so much in life, na kung pwede ka na actually magsulat ng book. Like, we could literally just sit here sa sala and we could be talking about so many things in life na punong-puno ng sense. Okay, yes. Like I've learned of some people who are part of the LGBTQ community na they are so big when it comes to humanitarian activities. Now with you guys, meron ba kayong mga ganun?
Personally, no. In the sense that I would want to allow myself to join mga ganyan. And may mga activities naman ako na na-join na about that. Pero siguro hindi pa lang siya dumating sa akin or our paths did not parang collide pa at the crossed pa in the moment. So but I'm not closing my doors talaga for that one because I really would want to be able to help as much as I can talaga. And I think this is the right time for me to say na my advocacy really is with regard to health, mental health.
Yeah.
Ever since pa, because I remember nung sa Kumu, and it just parang nag-click lang talaga siya na I created this segment in Kumu na kumonsulta kay Kuya Jo. So that's where people would vent out, ask for Kuya advices, and ako kasi I don't sugarcoat things. I would tell it to you like directly, and I really don't I wouldn't mind.
Yeah,
and I wouldn't mind if it would hurt you because I know that it's coming from a good place.
Yeah. Okay. Now, I've been seeing you kasi like you're doing live stream constantly na dito sa TikTok. Kaya nga like
yes.
when I entered the word advocacy is parang kasi 'di ba like meron namang advokasya na I'm joining a bodybuilding competition because I wanna I have this advocacy to tell women that you know you have to love yourself and you take care of yourself the way you see fit, like whether it bodybuilding ka or what. Specifically, ang iniisip ko talaga when I said that is si Leticia Velasco. Parang ganun kasi yung advocacy niya. But going back to you, it's really nice that you're now doing a live stream, because when you said that you're parang pinopromote mo yung you want to be of great help when it comes to people who are suffering from mental like I would say like depression, kung meron sila mga depression situation.
Yeah, mental challenges, yes.
Yes, anxiety, kung meron silang mga panic attacks and all that. So it's really nice that you're now doing live stream, kasi minsan sumisilip din ako sa
Thank you.
It's really a breath of fresh air to see you doing live stream now, and you guys are just talking about mga good vibes, yung nagtatawa kayo, and you're just talking about life in general. So you guys need to keep doing that, kasi we need that dito sa social media. But okay, how old are you now? Kasi I wanna or how young are you? Kasi I want to get to that question. Even if you don't answer that question, with everything that you know now in life, would you have done something different? And what is your proudest achievement sa buhay with your existence dito sa mundo?
Okay, so let me start off with I would want to answer the first question like sa age ko. So I'm now 39. I actually turned 39 last August 6.
Happy birthday!
Thank you. Thank you. In terms of changing things in my life, I would say no to that. I'm a firm believer, again, with everything happens for a reason, and you are the author of your own book. So, and you have to grab every opportunity, because you never know when it would come back, or if it will come back pa, diba? So I think what I'm trying to really tell people whenever I go live is that aside from I'm there if they just need to talk to someone, which we need sometimes. I think I'm there to just really tell people that it's not bad to go after something you really like, because that's just how life is. It throws us different curveballs here and there, and sometimes we never know if like this opportunity would come around again. So grab every opportunity that comes your way, because you'd rather question, or you'd rather think about like what are my opportunities rather than what could have happened if hindi ko siya nag-grab.
Yeah, yung mga should haves, could haves.
Yes.
That's so,
diba?
Like it's a really not a nice feeling. I should have, could have. Yung mga
yes, diba? And you don't have, and you can't blame other people, because like it was really your choice not to go for it, right? So.
Okay, achievements. Like what's your proudest achievement sa buhay of your 39 years of existence?
I would say definitely Drag Race Philippines, because parang eto yung sinabi ko talaga sa producers na eto na yung big break na hinahanap ko, for people to see me and to really validate that everything that I've done in my life all boils down to this one. They're able to appreciate the things that I've done to improve on myself, like the skills, And na-appreciate. And ako na-appreciate ko talaga din yung mga taong nakaka-appreciate sa akin.
You know what? Like, I know it's been over an hour, and with the things that you said here, the things that you shared to us, I see you. I see your beautiful brain. Oh my goodness. Like,
Thank you.
I'm like envisioning you like doing like a podcast and just talking about seriously, di ba, guys?
Yeah.
Like you could like do like a podcast episodes, and then people would be so inspired with what comes out of your mouth. Oh my goodness. Like
Thank you.
the thing, like before this interview, the thing that's popping in my head is like yung drag queen situation na Nicole Pardo. But now that I got to have this conversation with you, mas na-appreciate ko ang isang Kuya Jo, Nicole Pardo.
Yes. Because people, parang most of the people only know me parang on the outer core, but they haven't dig deep talaga to what my story is. And I think that's where the confusion or the misunderstanding comes from, because hindi nila alam yung, you know, yung story behind who Nicole Pardo was, or who Nicole Pardo is rather, or who Kuya Jo is. But siya naging ganyan. Why does he have this kind of mindset now? Where is it coming from? What are the experiences that he has gone through in his life that molded him to become this kind of person? Parang ganun.
I really love that too. Like when you were saying earlier that you're never done. Like you're always open to like a lot of things that you could potentially perfect pa.
Yes, because always ko tong sinasabi na you're only done when you're dead.
Yes.
Because when there's life, there's hope. Diba? When there's life, there's hope. And kasi and kaya nga although this is for me is a little bit negative, but I have this mindset na I don't want to waste time because I know that I can allot that time to something productive. Let's say even taking a bath. I don't take as much, although hindi ko talaga ina-advise to sa lahat ng tao, but for me personally, I don't take a bath more than 5 minutes, because for me, taking more than that is already taking
Wasting
away
time.
the time. Yes, wasting that time. Instead, I can actually allot that to something productive.
Igsoon ta.
Diba?
Clearly
So
was just
that's-
talking about this situation. The bath time. No, for me
Oo,
kasi,
like parang, you know, like, ako, because me and my partner were completely different. And then sabi ko, like, you can actually multitask. Like, so instead of you, kasi, eto, no offense to those people who does this. Like, when other people would actually take bath, parang, okay, diba, so water, and then some of them would put on, what's this, a hair product.
Yeah.
And then magbubuhos na again to rinse that one. For me, I'd rather rinse and then hair, soap, do the, what's this, teeth, and then everything else, and then buhos. Para it's all gone after just one rinse. And that's it.
Isingit ko na lang din kasi si Miss Glam kasi she did like an interview with me dito sa sarili kong live, and she did like a fast talk like bath, like what's the longest time that you took a bath? And I'm like, no, I hate taking a bath because if it serves, if the whole intention is to get cleaned up, I just want to get cleaned up and be done with it. I have other things to do.
Yes.
Now,
Diba?
I don't know if you agree with me kasi it seems to me like when it comes to like managing time, parang pareho tayo. Would you agree when I say that people like me or like you, it's not that we don't, it's not because we don't like to enjoy things. It's more like being efficient when it comes to our time. It's not like wala tayong parang KJ ba tayo? It's not like that. It's really more on like what can I do with this time that I'm due, like yung parang kumakain ako, like I feel
Oo.
like if I can just like blend it or something, like I just want to get on with it and move on to something productive, and I can say, oh my
Right.
gosh, okay, this is what I did productive for the day. So parang ganon ka din pala.
Yes, I'm that kind of person na ayoko ng idle time. Because
Yes.
I know that I can, use it for something else. So I don't know why. Parang even like eating, I don't take as much. Parang I don't know what. Parang siguro, and this is what I actually got from my father. My father is like that. He finishes everything super fast. Like when he eats, when he takes a bath, and I got that from my father, and I really appreciate that because parang because of that, it gave me that kind of skill na I can multitask and I can be more efficient with time.
Yeah. Grabe! Sandali. I have to ask, Libra ka ba?
No, I'm a Leo.
Okay.
I'm a Leo.
So, yung personality mo is mura ka Libra.
Yeah, but that's why I'm very competitive talaga. Very competitive up until today.
Okay, so for the people who are watching right now, they felt inspired with how you transitioned, and now that you're doing the thing that you love doing, yung the drag queen. There's people right now watching who wants to kind of like start with that journey. What would you give them as an advice?
All right. First advice. Dreams will remain as dreams if you don't stand up and work hard for it. It will remain as dreams if you're not going to work on it. So do the hard work. It takes a whole lot of work for you to really achieve something really, really good. And don't worry because in the end, it's all going to be worth it. Maybe it's not going to be in your favor, but you know that you're going to learn something from it. I'm very grateful for a friend who actually told me that it's in discomfort that we learn. So even if we fall, don't. I think what I built through time is the sense of perception. Meaning, right now, even if like there's people bashing me or like saying negative things to me, I don't see it as an attack. I'd rather see it on a different perspective, on a different light. Like, okay, where is this person coming from? What is he trying to tell me? Is there something that I can get from this statement that would help me improve? Parang ganon. Instead of looking at this like attacking, oh my God, I'm being attacked. I feel ayoko magpa-victim. I don't want to fall in that route. I'd rather, get something from that situation that would help me. Parang ganon. So that's what I was able to build talaga, which is the sense of perception. And I think I also want to share that with a lot of people that I think some people nowadays are so sensitive that we forget to see things in a different light, in a different perspective. Diba?
I have to say this. Na-realize ba sa imong partner how blessed siya having
No.
you?
And I don't want kasi for people to say that because me myself I'm also blessed because aminado ako, I'm not the perfect partner. I've had a lot of mistakes, more than he does. So I'm just very grateful that I have a partner. Oh, even if like aminin ko na lang, even if like my partner is not as talented as me, but I have a partner who is more understanding. Because if hindi siya yung naging partner ko, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be alone right now. So, we may have our own strengths, but I'm still also so grateful and very fortunate enough to have that kind for him to be my partner. So secured na talaga ako doon na area.
I think you're like the 39th or the 40th person that I've interviewed so far. And kani siya nga interview, it's siguro one of the few na masasabi ko na my heart feels happy kasi I was able to be given an opportunity to pick your brain a little bit. And oh my goodness, your brain is so beautiful. Like I don't know
Thank you.
if you realize this, like the way you gather your thoughts and the way you present yourself. I'm sure you are an inspiration. Siguro like there's people around you who are not necessarily being vocal about it, but I'm sure deep inside they're very inspired with your presence talaga. So
Thank you. I really appreciate
salamat.
that.
Salamat talaga for giving me this time. And
Of course.
we wish you all the best and
Thank you.
keep your presence dito sa TikTok kasi we need that good vibes live stream dito sa TikTok.
Thank you so much, ate.
Thank you. Thank you, Kuya Joe. Salamat.
Of course.
Salamat sa mga inspirational words and we really appreciate you being here. Salamat kaayo. Any last
Thank you.
message?
I would just like to invite.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I would just like to invite everyone to please follow me in all of my social media accounts. That's at Nicole Pardo, Facebook, X, Twitter. Sorry, Facebook, X,
X.
Instagram,
Wala
here
na-
in
wala na
TikTok.
Twitter. Yeah.
Oh, yun nga,
Wala
yung
na-
X. And then, also on YouTube, guys, please, if you can, I hope you guys can subscribe to my YouTube channel. Konting-konting na lang talaga before I can get monetized there. So, it would really be
How
of
many ka
big
na?
help.
How many?
If I'm
Sa
not
YouTube.
mistaken, nasa 900 something.
Follow Nicole Pardo. Is it the same username all over social media?
Yes, at Nicole Pardo.
At Nicole Pardo.
There. I'm at 954 subscribers now on YouTube. So, konti na lang before I get and also with the hours, I know it's really malapit na talaga. So, I hope you guys can help with that.
I know. You guys follow at Nicole Pardo. Ala, hindi ko pa
Yes.
natanong bakit nga pala Nicole Pardo. Sige, briefly.
Briefly. So the first name Nicole actually came from the leader of the Pussycat Dolls, Nicole Scherzinger. So she is I'm a really big fan. Pardo is actually it's from Pardo. It's a barangay here in Cebu City where I currently live. I just changed the last letter from O to AUX because Ox is one. I know because I worked in the call center industry before, so all the call center people would relate to what Ox is. And also I was born 1985 and that's year of the Ox. So pinasosyal ko lang siya para it sounds French-ish kaya Pardo.
Oh, that's a beautiful story. Well, thank you for sharing and thank you for being here, sharing your story. A lot of people, I'm sure, got inspired with that. And we got to appreciate your beautiful brain.
Thank you.
Ako, like for me, like I'm not saying that I'm not, I'm not saying ako yung importante kay nga tao, but when I do appreciate someone's the way ka project sa imong sarili, the way you think, I find that really beautiful. It's so rare for me to say that sa isa ka tao.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Kuya Joe, and we wish you all the best. And we will
Thank you.
Salamat sa panonood nyo, guys. Thank you, and we'll see you later. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.